Heck, at my age, you know I've been to a lot of doctors. Healthcare partners, they really care. They're concerned about your health. They're all the best. I am Roberta, and I am a healthcare partner. Visit hcpnv.com to hear my story.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172.
Tonight on News 46, Renee Morales offers up a reward.
A car crashes into a tire shop yard.
And the Master Gardeners show off their homes. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rhonda Van Winkle and Jason Koblenz. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening, Pahrump. It is Monday, July 1st, 2013. I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
And I'm Jason Koblenz for News 46.
Well, many are mourning the loss of 19 firefighters who died yesterday in Arizona.
They were part of an elite squad confronting wildfires on the front line, setting up barriers to stop the spreading destruction. A wind shift and other factors caused a central Arizona fire, which now spans almost 9,000 acres, to become erratic. The inferno proved too much even for the shelters the 19 firefighters carried as a last-ditch survival tool. The fields were very dry. The relative humidity was low. The fire turned around on the hot-shot firefighters, and that is what caused their deaths. The firefighters were killed Sunday while fighting the Yarnell Hill fire northwest of Phoenix. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
The driver of the vehicle that apparently hit and killed a 29-year-old man on Blue Diamond Road Friday morning has turned himself in to the Nye County Sheriff.
The Nevada Highway Patrol reported that the unnamed 55-year-old Pahrump resident knew he hit something about 5 a.m. on Friday morning. He apparently stopped his 2002 Chevy Blazer, made a U-turn, and didn't see anything. He then drove back to Pahrump and, after seeing a story on the news about the fatal hit-and-run, turned himself in on Saturday morning. The victim has been identified as a 29-year-old Las Vegas resident named Robert Charles Pius. Pius was found dead in a ditch near the roadway 5 hours after the incident occurred by a business owner in the area of Blue Diamond Road and Cimarron. Pius was last seen at a convenience store approximately 4 a.m. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Now, in an unrelated accident, 2 people were injured in an accident Saturday on Highway 372 near Charleston Park.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
A single vehicle accident occurred Saturday afternoon on Highway 372 and Charleston Street. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies and Nevada Highway Patrol to find one white sedan that had apparently left the roadway, went down an embankment, launched itself after hitting a couple telephone poles and discarded tires, and ended up in the tire shop, Nevada Tire and Service, right next to Quick Save Market between those two roadways. The 2 occupants received medical attention on scene, one for some lacerations to his hands, the other one with a laceration to his head. The 2 individuals, who appeared to be in their 20s, were dazed for a bit but refused to be transported to local hospital facilities. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue released them on scene. Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked traffic in the west direction of Highway 372 while the investigation was being conducted. Nevada Highway Patrol is conducting that investigation. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue disconnected the battery on the vehicle at the scene of the accident, which also stopped the horn from blowing. Upon crashing, the car also narrowly missed a dog that was tied up behind a trailer on the property of the tire shop. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Police in Ozark, Missouri arrested a 61-year-old registered sex offender for the murder and sexual assault of a 7-year-old girl in 1986. Jasper Everett Goddard of Springfield was stopped Thursday by Ozark police for a routine traffic violation. During the stop, the officer discovered a Nevada state warrant for the rape and murder of April Marie Rhodes. Rhodes was found dead November 24, 1986, after being reported missing from her home in Las Vegas. Goddard was arrested without incident. DNA recovered during the original investigation was used to identify Goddard as a suspect in this case. Goddard is in the Christian County Jail awaiting extradition to Nevada.
A Southern California woman convicted of cutting off the penis of her husband and her then husband and throwing it into the garbage disposal was given a life sentence Friday with the possibility of parole after 7 years. 50-year-old Catherine Koo of Garden Grove and her husband were going through a divorce at the time of the July 2011 incident. On April 29th of this year, a jury convicted Koo of 1 felony count of torture, 1 felony count of aggravated mayhem, and a sentencing enhancement for the personal use of a knife.
And how can yoga help your kids? Andrew McIntosh explains after the break.
How yoga could help mellow out mental conditions.
Start by taking a deep breath in and breathing out.
Next in Prescription Health.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. Millions of people practice yoga as a way to stay fit or for relaxation. But could it be used as a medication? Andrew McIntosh has more as it impacts on kids.
This health tip is brought to you by Humana.
Visit our local office in the Pahrump Valley Junction Shopping Center or call 775-727-0871.
So Aaron, we're going to start class today how we usually start class with our breathing.
Aaron Schaefer spent years battling debilitating migraines caused by stress.
Deep breath in and breathing out.
Since starting this yoga class, the headaches are gone.
And when I started taking that, it was like a cure from heaven.
Researchers at Duke University are studying whether a program that combines yoga and other therapies can help children's mental and physical health.
It calms you down, it relaxes your body, it lowers your heart rate, it lowers your respiration, and in general it reduces the effects of stress on your body.
Dr. Murali Doraiswamy says these relaxation responses can help mild depression and sleep disorders. Yoga may also provide additional benefits for people with schizophrenia and ADHD when combined with standard drugs.
The benefits were of the same magnitude as the benefits that we see with psychiatric medications.
Previous studies have shown yoga-based techniques can help individuals cope with anxiety, stress, and low mood. Researchers are studying whether these methods can be adapted for children and teens.
Oftentimes they don't fully understand that kind of awareness of body and the awareness of how their thoughts and their emotions can be tied in with how they're feeling physically.
His dad says it's been a great stress reliever for Aaron.
What had been 3 and 4 and a dozen headaches a week disappeared completely.
And he can now concentrate on his dream of becoming an architect. I'm Andrew McIntosh reporting.
Researchers hope that their findings will spur government agencies to fund larger national studies to confirm their initial results and make yoga a standard treatment option for mental conditions. They say their evidence is still preliminary and patients should consult with their doctors if they are concerned about a mental health condition.
A performer from Cirque du Soleil died in a weekend accident during a show at a Las Vegas casino. The performer, 31-year-old Sarah Gouillard, was pronounced dead shortly before midnight Saturday. The accident happened during the show's finale. During the scene, performers are suspended up to 50 feet in the air on lines controlled by wireless remote controls. Gouillard was being hoisted up the side of the stage and then just plummeted down. The show is shut down indefinitely and investigation is being conducted.
Renee Morales is making an offering hoping to get some answers as to who is responsible for the flyers and robocalls regarding his proposed landfill business.
My attorneys are trying to investigate who is the man responsible for all this. However, I'd like to offer a $10,000 reward to whoever lead us to the responsible person behind these flyers. We like to put a stop to this. as soon as possible. We like to expose this person and ask him the questions, ask him a lot of questions because whatever these flyers contain is all false information. So I like him to pay for this.
It's kind of like you're being accused of something, but you can't face your accuser.
Exactly. I like to find a face for Mr. Invisible. So $10,000 reward, and if I can hide your identity, whoever give me the lead, I will. So $10,000 cash.
There's a lot of kind of clues on the actual mailers. Does that give you guys any idea?
Well, not really. I mean, the address is behind the flyer is a fake address, and it's a retired whatever guy it is. I mean, a retired guy, come on. He doesn't have that kind of money. He don't have $200,000 to spend on these flyers. And the verbiage in the flyers came from a professional, like an attorney, and somebody who knows trash. I mean, we had some leads and all that. We had to subpoenas, a couple companies. But the attorneys, they work slow. They had to follow the procedures. But I think this probably be the fastest way to find out the guy behind these flyers.
What are some of the things that the flyers and the robocalls are saying that is actually causing you harm?
Well, pretty much everything. I'm a businessman for 21 years. I work for a living. And the Sopranos type of thing, I mean, come on. It's no drug dealers here in town, at least not me.
That's what they even said on one of them, didn't they? That you were arrested for drugs.
Yeah, I was arrested 16 years ago for possession of controlled substance. But after investigations, they dropped all charges because I was innocent. Like I mentioned before, my criminal record is impeccable. And a lot of people, they don't want to be associated with drug dealers or people that have drug problems. And I don't blame them, but it harmed all my business as a whole. So I like to put a face on these invisible men. Let's just say that.
If people have any information, can they do it anonymously to you if they, but they're going to want to collect the money, right? So how can they do that?
Well, they're going to have to come forward. That's why I'm offering $10,000. The otherwise, I will offer $500. But $10,000, and if it's possible, I will hide their identity. I just want to expose Mr. Invisible. That's all.
How can they contact you?
775-209-6092. That's my cell number. 775-209-6092, or my office number 775-751-2009.
$10,000, quite a reward.
Wow, everybody, that is for real, $10,000. So
I would say that it might be difficult though, because couldn't anybody come forward and say anybody did that? It would be, you would have to probably find a way to prove that.
you'd absolutely have to back it up. So there you go.
Good luck with that.
Well, folks, if you want to see some beautiful gardens, keep it right there, and we'll be right back and show you something pretty amazing.